Hey there! I was getting out my kayak to take a look at it because I want to do some yak fishing before the weather gets really cold, at least once or twice. And oh cool, look at that up there. Did you see it? That was awesome. Anyway, as I was looking at my boat and trying to figure out how to do it, I thought I'd show you my ship for sailing. She be a fine vessel, and show you my current setup, and then I'll let you know as I go along how I set it up any different for making, you know, fishing videos. So here she is, my personal yak of choice, and I'm going to tell you why I picked this one out and how I set it up and what I like about it and what I don't like about it. Here we go. This little gal is a Tamarack Angler 100 made by Lifetime, and I've had this boat for I'd say a good 2 years now, and she still floats. She's still in pretty decent condition. She's got some miles on her, but I'm still happy with it until I ever upgrade. But if I do upgrade, I'll probably want to spend on something. I don't want just a little step up, I'd want a big step up. And I'm going to tell you why. I did quite a bit of shopping around before I finally made a decision to buy this, and the main thing is bang for the buck. There are a lot of boats out there that cost a lot more money. They have a few simple things that might be a little better, but I didn't think it was worth the price for how affordable this one was. I got this for, it was under 300 bucks. There is another version just like this that doesn't have things like that, but I just went ahead and got it because it wasn't that much more, and it's already set up, so nice and easy. But let me show you some of the details about the boat. All right, let's start with thing number one on the list, backrest. This is not anything super great, but I've done some boating in my younger days. I used to do some whitewater kind of stuff, but as far as being on this for a long time, I wanted a backrest. And no, that's not anything super fancy, and I even upgraded that a little bit. I'll show you that in a second. But number one thing, if you've ever sat on a kayak that does not have a backrest, you can't do it for a long time without being in some significant amounts of discomfort, if not pain. So that was number one thing. Some other features, it came, and a lot of these come with this anyway, just some bungee cords already attached to it, one on the stern, one on the bow, and you know, quite a bit of room so you could put your gear when you go. Does have these, it's supposedly so you can put stuff inside of it, but I would never do that because it's always got a little moisture in there, if not just from condensation. But I don't know, maybe some of y'all have better ways of keeping those dry, but I just don't put anything in there. But it's got two of those compartments. One thing I do like is you can use these to hold some things down if you just have stuff with you. It's just nice having something there. Easy to carry. This boat I think is maybe 9.5 feet, and I know some people might like a larger boat, but since I'm on my own a lot of the time, I just want something easy for me to carry, because I didn't want to have to buy any of those wheels that you attach. I just wanted something simple and light and easy to either throw in the back of my truck or even put on top of another vehicle. We have an SUV, it's got a rack on top, and sometimes I'll throw it on there and just strap it down, just depending on which vehicle is available. Here's some of the fancier features of this one that's not on a lot of kayaks. This one comes with a rod holder, and you can have that on or off, but you can purchase these and put them on boats, and I just thought it was really nice that this had one already. And so great spot to, it's just, that's nice to be able to put your rod down. You can fish, or you can just drop some bait in the water and leave it there. Really cool. Well, if you've ever used one, they're great. The pad here in the seat is not much, but I did something to do that. It also comes with this right here. I was too lazy to get my paddle. I got my son's little toy net here, but this is really nice because you can just put your paddle right there and strap it down, and you know, it's not going anywhere. You can focus on fishing. So I like that. And then also it's got these right here, these built-in rod holders, and they're nice. I use them for some stuff. I actually added my own, but it is nice to have those, and I'll show you what I do with those too. So let's look at some modifications that I've done. It took me one trip to figure out that this just won't do. That hurts. So the first thing I did was I got one of these just square flotation devices, which you're supposed to, I think it's the law, you have to have a flotation boat on your boat anyway, on public waters. But either way, that helps some, and I used that for a while, and then I started looking up some other ideas, and I changed from this to a new upgrade. Boom, right there. I have not done a ton of modifications, but that is my favorite. I specifically picked this one out because I looked for this. I wanted to make sure that it had straight, whatever that is on the bottom. I wanted that to be straight and smooth so that I didn't have any particular one part. Like if it had feet on it, I didn't want them digging into the plastic and eventually making a hole. So this guy right here slides in nice and smooth, and well, not one-handed, but see if I can do this. Sorry, you're shaking. This guy right here fits right in there. Can you see that? I hope you can. Right in there, and I don't even tie it down. I mean, I know you could put like a bungee or something on it, but once I'm in this, because of the backrest that is there, it doesn't go anywhere, and my butt holds it down because my butt's not that small. And man, that makes a world of difference. This right here, oh yeah, nice and firm, but it does give, and you can move on this. You can slide. You're not stuck in that scoop shape, and that makes fishing so much more comfortable in this rig. That was the magic maker right there. So there's the seat. I also stuck a couple of those foamy golf balls down in the holes here, use them as scupper plugs so my butt don't get wet. It doesn't have any fancy foot pegs. You just pick one of these and put your heel on it, and the side of your foot right here, however long your leg is whichever one you pick. So sometimes when you're trying to make adjustments, that's kind of nice that you can bend your knees and put them wherever you want. My next modification is this guy. Okay, all right, hang on. Let me empty that out. I got to get rid of all my like Slim Jims and Red Bulls and sunscreen and lure wrappers and water bottles, and yeah, oops. This is also kind of clean out time for me too, when you get ready to go. So sorry about that. Okay, there we go. That's better. Now, since this thing comes with the bungee cords, any way you set this up, it's pretty easy to get it. It's pretty solid on there. It's not going anywhere. I got these. You can make these yourselves, or they're a few bucks if you want to buy them somewhere. And that's really nice to have extra rod holders. I don't think I really need 4, but I have them. I don't usually take but 2, maybe sometimes 3 poles. And usually I'm holding one, so I don't know if they're necessary, but I got them. But some zip ties on a milk crate. I got a cool green one off eBay. I think it was like $5. So I like this thing. It's also a great place, obviously, to make sure you're not dumping trash in the lake or river or whatever. You got a nice place to put it. It's not going to blow away. But also a nice place that contains all your goodies, like sunscreen. I carry these kinds of tackle boxes. Once you got a few of them in there, they stack up real nice. So that's pretty cool. I like that. Anyway, there you go. So there's my tackle, and that's kind of standard issue. You got to have one of these if you're going to do a kayak or something like this. So also don't forget, if you're on the yak, take some sunscreen. That's important. thank me later. So next thing I do, gotta have a dry box. Because when you're out there, you want a place to put anything like your ID, your fishing license, your telephone. I have replaced a phone and then I got a dry box. But anyway, I put my dry box right here, and that way my phone's in case my wife calls. And I just put a clippy-do here and put it right there. And I just kind of keep it, you know, right here between my feet. It's not usually too bad in the way. It's actually pretty convenient. And then next to my drink holder, I didn't show you, it's got a cup holder. Sweet! Love that too. So yeah, dry box, gotta have it. Keep it nearby. Love that thing. Now, one of the reasons that I really like these built-in rod holders on this particular boat is their location. I like that this is right behind the seat because I can slide right next to me my net, which in a yak, when you're fumbling around trying to get a fish without it snapping off because you want to touch them so you can say, yeah, I really did catch them, having your net right behind you is fantastic. So that's what I do with that one, and I like it right there. Always handy to have a measuring trough or some kind of measuring thing. I like this one because it floats. That's usually in here. Sometimes I'll slide it back here, whatever. Just whatever. Handy to have. That one's a little awkward. Maybe I should get one of them tattoos on my legs with the measuring things. I don't know. I don't like tattoos. Not like other people's. I just don't want one. So here she is. I got a couple poles in the holders and one up front. Ta-da! Looks good. One other thing, if you happen to be boating in the afternoon, evening, it starts to get dark. You're supposed to, at least in Tennessee, you're supposed to have some kind of light. You can, headlamp is good enough, but you can also put one on a post. I usually bring a headlamp, and I looked into some like kayak lights, you know, battery powered ones and everything, and they're kind of pricey for, you know, basically just when you're trying to get off the water. So I went out and got this because my kids thought it was kind of funny. I got this cool little shark lamp that it's got the, you know, 360 degrees, and I put it on this old hiking pole that I had. And yeah, so you can just put that in one of your rod holders, and ta-da, you're good to go, man. And so everybody can see me, and I usually wear like a fluorescent shirt or something like that too. So that way I'm visible. All the boaters don't squish me. So this is my setup, and I like it so far. It's worked for me for the past couple of years. I've caught a lot of fish with this, and I looked at some more expensive things, expensive rigs and everything, and this is good enough for me. Until, like, if I ever get a nicer boat, I'll probably want to get one that has some kind of propulsion drive on it where I can pedal it or something. That'd be one of the big things, but those are a huge price difference. But I like this. It seems sturdy. I've used it for, whoa, very sturdy. Just don't knock it off the back of the truck. I've used this for over 2 years, and she's treated me well. No holes in it. One other thing is I have never named this old gal, and supposedly it's bad luck not to name a boat. So I'm more than open to your suggestions if you think you got a good name for this ship, this mighty vessel. This particular boat is affordable, it's portable, it has enough mods on it that it's usable, and it has treated me pretty well. I'm not in any big hurry to replace it. Someday when I'm ready to spend some serious bucks, but you know, right now I've got a family to feed, and this is doing the job. And if you have a nicer boat, I'd like to hear about it for sure. But man, I have caught some fish and really had some good times on this right here. So that's my review on my boat and how I set it up. And I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope that it's helpful to you. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. If you like these videos, please subscribe, I appreciate it very much, and I enjoy making them, so I hope you do too. Do you see it? I see it. How about now? Four-leaf clover.